I want to talk about something that I don't talk about very much on here, and that's the big word acceptance. So I know for a lot of people in recovery, especially if you go to like 12-step meetings, if you do 12-step recovery, they talk about forgiveness. And for a lot of people, that is too much. Granted, you don't worry about that when you first get there. I know that it's not the first step, but there are some things it just doesn't apply. Some things are unforgivable, or some things is just nothing to forgive, right? Like if you have a natural disaster, who do you forgive? God? Nature? You know? So sometimes it's not applicable. And like I said, there's some heinous stuff that it's like, you know, you just can't imagine forgiving that person. And so I say it's not about forgiveness so much, right? It's about acceptance. It's about accepting this happened. I can't change it, right? It is what it is. And it's not hurting anyone but me by holding it on. So basically, acceptance is just, and I think it's all encompassing too, which is really, really an important thing for me. Like acceptance can be the fact that you gotta accept that you have to work today and it's a holiday, or I gotta accept the fact that, you know, they won't give me a raise even though they asked them and I feel like I deserve it, right? Like there's certain things, like if you can't change, you have to accept. And again, that's in the 12 steps. Well, it doesn't, the 12 step doesn't really own it. It's been a prayer outside of the AA and NA meetings, but the Serenity Prayer is best known for that. At least that's where I found out about it. And it's about really accepting even the most horrendous thing that happened, accepting that happened. And, or if you're going through it, right? Like early in recovery sometimes can be really, really challenging, and you always want to like wish you were somewhere else, right? I mean, that's part of the reason why we drank and drugged, right? We didn't want to be where we were at that present time. We didn't want to feel what we were feeling at that present time. Not all the time, but most of the time. That's why we did that. So acceptance is just saying, okay, this is what I'm feeling right now, right? And even more so, even more in depth about acceptance, this comes from like Buddhism. What does it feel like? Where in my body? You know, is it consistent? Is it ebb and flowing? You know, is it, you know, just wondering, like, and maybe even counting how long it's in your body, just as for like a reference point, so that you know, like, it only lasts about this long for next time. And I don't mean like counting 1, 2, you know, you can time it. But just really experiencing it, right? Like say, yes, this really sucks right now, but this is part of life. And if I don't feel this, then I won't be able to feel the other side, the joy, right? Because they both, you have to have both. It's a yin and a yang type of thing. And I know for me, a lot of times when I look back at the times that I struggled, or, you know, I had to tolerate, it was really, really excruciating to tolerate. I look back and I say either it wasn't as bad as I thought, or, you know, I'm a badass because I got through that. That was really, really hard. That was really, really challenging. And I survived. And maybe sometimes I even got something out of it. I learned something out of it, right? I got better. I'm a better person because of it. So there's a lot of things that goes into acceptance. If you want to learn more, I have an excellent course on acceptance and forgiveness and resentments and all that good stuff. You can check it out on my website at recoveryenthusiast.com, or you can leave me a comment. What do you think? Do you think acceptance is part of forgiveness? Do you think, sorry. Leave me a comment below. Hit that subscribe button if you like my videos to hear the latest videos. Keep up to date. And then, of course, Be well. Until next time, guys. Peace.